With the addition of Kiriko, we have a support that can deny enemy abilities, similarly to how Diva's defense matrix can deny enemies' abilities as well. Also Zarya's bubbles, Genji's deflect, and so on. This being said, I think we will slowly but surely walk towards a meta in which we will have team comps that specialize in denying enemies from doing stuff. What I would call denial comps, I guess. So with this being said, let's just put Kiriko in first here, Kiriko meta, because she can deny things with her Suzu. Okay, she can just throw the Suzu and that's it. In the denial comp, I think that Kiriko will be played mostly with Diva, because Diva has defense matrix. Imagine this. Imagine playing against Diva with defense matrix and Kiriko with cleanse. How annoying would that be? You know? Like, how annoying would that be? So I really think that Kiriko and Diva will be played. Now, about Sombra. Let's think about Sombra a little bit. She is very strong right now. What can a Kiriko comp, a denial comp, deny from Sombra? They can deny the left click. Okay, like they can deny her bullets. Can they deny translocator? No. Can she translocate out to cleanse effects? Yes. Can she hack? Yes. Can she EMP and do damage because they can't eat that? Yes. Can the hack be cleansed? Yes. But it doesn't matter that much with cleansing the hack, and I think it would be a waste of a cooldown. Because right now hack doesn't last that much, and the increased damage that you take from being hacked, being targeted by Sombra, is the equivalent of cleansing a Discord orb. You might have actually better things to cleanse. Yes, you can scout Sombra with Diva and stuff, fine. But this being said, I will have to add Sombra in the heroes that would work in a denial comp. Plus, imagine, defense matrix, Kiriko Suzu, and Sombra hack. You're already molding. Zarya. I would have to add Zarya here as well, because Kiriko, if one team has Diva and your team has Zarya, then first of all, the laser cannot be eaten by Diva. Secondly, the bubbles cannot be denied by anybody, right? Like, there's no way to block them. Thirdly, Kiriko doesn't counter Graviton Surge because you can't walk out of it. You're trapped there. So, Zarya is a pick here. Yes, you can eat, but I think that Zarya would work in a denial comp. Sojourn. Okay, now this is a big question mark for me. So, Sojourn, she has mobility. She cannot deny, as in, what I mean with deny is block, cleanse. That's it, block or cleanse. Like, you can make them not do damage to you because they have bullets, or block abilities, deny abilities, you know? Kind of like how you want to dive and you can't dive because there's a brick. The same reaction. I want to do that, but they have cleanse. I want to do that, but they have defense matrix. Now, the question with this is Sojourn. She charges her railgun. The railgun stays charged. She can one-shot. It is hard to block the one-shot. It is very hard to block the one-shot. Is there also any effect that you want to cleanse or eat and stuff? You can use it for Sojourn. You can use your Suzu for Sojourn's E to deny, but I think that her one-shot is really strong and she would actually work pretty well in this comp considering how strong she is right now. The one-shot potential is still there, and honestly, it will be very hard for Diva to eat the one-shots. Having a one-shot charged up is really strong, plus her mobility is super good as well, and her ultimate, still good. Sojourn I would see Sojourn being played in this. Her escape is better than Widow's, I would say, because it's faster. It's better than Hanzo's because it's longer. And it's better than Ashe's because it's thicker. Wait, what? No, it's better than Ashe's as well because it's a super long one. She can get high ground. It's good. It's really good, and it's really fast. I would see Sojourn being played here. Ana. No way in hell would Ana work in a denial meta when Ana's kit is made to actually use abilities to tilt the enemies. But Diva can eat it. You can get hacked. There are bubbles. Ana's not mobile. Kiriko can cleanse it. Ana's gonna have an incredibly hard time when Kiriko will be released if we're heading into a denial meta. Again, these are predictions, not for the first couple of weeks with Kiriko, but what I think we will see in the next half a year, 2 months, 3 months, when people are gonna figure out the strengths of the heroes, and that stacking abilities, stacking the strengths of a kit is the way to go. make a short parallel, a short break here, why I think this. In Overwatch, we have seen when heroes get added, people speculate their strengths. The recent example was with Junkrat Queen. Junkrat Queen had a mini rally, so what did Overwatch League players do? Add Brig in the comp to have 2 rallies, and she had a speed boost. What did Overwatch League players do? Add Lucio to the team comp to speed boost. And stacking those was really annoying, so they had to be nerfed. Kiriko has a denial ability, the same as Diva has, the same as Zarya has, and I think that we're going slowly but surely into a meta in which we will have heroes that have the abilities to cleanse themselves from the negative effects or to deny the abilities to protect their team. This is the whole purpose of this. Genji. Genji will definitely be played in a Kiriko meta. Why? Because even though you can use the shuriken, you can block the shurikens, you can kind of counter the blade and stuff. His deflect would go into the denial meta kit. He can deny abilities with his deflect, plus there's no way in hell you can block Genji's damage with his dash. You cannot block his dash. You cannot DM his dash. Yes, you can throw the Suzu, fine, but you can play around it. Genji would be played here. Also considering the mobility that he has, he would definitely be played in Kiriko meta. Lucio. Okay. And slashes as well with the blade, yes. Lucio in a Kiriko meta would be played too. No way to block the speed boost, no way to block the heal, insane mobility, there's no way you can deny the beat, no way you can deny the boop, you can maybe deny his left clicks. That's it, that's all you can deny from him. So Lucio would definitely be played in a denial comp. Imagine playing against Diva DMs, Kiriko cleanses, Lucio boops you, they speed boost out, Genji deflects and goes away. Like, oh my god, that would be so annoying to play against, dude. So annoying. Reaper. Okay, Reaper is a big question mark in this. Because Reaper shoots bullets, right? He doesn't have abilities, but he shoots bullets, that's it. He has 2 abilities that are hard to pin him down with. He has his Swift Step, which is a cleanse, I would say, works similarly as Kiriko's self-fade, self-shift, okay, her teleport, and Reaper also has TP. Now, Defense Matrix and Bubbles, okay, they're annoying, and the ultimate is annoying, like, they're annoying, right? Deflect is annoying, fine. But can he work in this? Yes, he can. Will he be the best pick? Maybe yes, maybe no, depending. You can make Reaper work in this. You can deny him a little bit, but because of his escapes and how much damage he does in case Diva doesn't DM and there are no bubbles available, I would see him being played. This being said, imagine the combo Kiriko Reaper. Can you imagine doing Beyblade in 2022 as we were doing it in 2016 with Ana's speed boost on Nana with Reaper? Throw this in, boom, that's it. Also throw the Suzu. This is going to be amazing, dude. Kiriko Reaper might actually be a very strong combo. Okay, might be a very strong combo. I can definitely see Reaper being played in a denial comp. Okay, in a denial comp. Denial. Meta denial. Kiriko meta denial. No, I don't like how this is. Kiriko meta. Gonna keep it like this. I would definitely see Reaper. Plus, he has no abilities that you can counter with a denial comp. Because that's also something very important. Tracer being played in this. Yes. Yes, you can eat the pulse pump. Yes, you have the bubbles. Yes, you can cleanse. I don't think she will be, but Tracer, because of her mobility and because of how fast she farms her pulse bombs, I think Tracer might always sneak her way into the meta. She always finds a way to sneak in. It is hard to deny all the bullets that she has. She has a self-cleanse as well, so she can deny abilities by herself. She can contest payload. And the pulse bomb, I would not consider it an ultimate, I'd consider it an ability. Yes, you will probably not get value out of your pulse bombs, but if you pulse Kiriko when she doesn't have her Suzu or her Swift Step, you can play around that. If you pulse a Lucio, he's dead. I could definitely see Tracer being played here. Definitely see Tracer being played in a Kiriko denial comp. Zenyatta. Ain't no way in hell Zenyatta can survive against any 3 of these heroes. No way. Yes, you can DM. I mean, if you shoot a Zarya, for example, with Zenyatta, you're just gonna charge her up. the balls get blocked by Diva's DM. Transcendence can be used as a counter to this. If you get your Transcendence up, you will get value with Discord Orb and Healing Orb, but there's one big problem with this. You will get dived. You will not survive. You will die. There's no way in hell you will not die. No matter how much protection you will have, if a Diva dives you and holds DM on you, then even with a Brigitte, it's not going to be sufficient healing. You will die in this. There's no... I can't possibly... I can maybe see a meta in which you would be able to play Zenyatta from the back, because in theory, he works with everything, because, like, you cannot block all of his damage. You cannot do anything to Transcendence because there's no one anti-nade. It's a good counter to what they have, but getting consistent value out of him, it would be incredibly difficult. Incredibly difficult. So I wouldn't see a Zenyatta being played here. I wouldn't see this. Winston. Definitely yes. I would see Winston being played in a denial comp because he denies abilities with his Primal Rage in case he's about to die. He doesn't get his zap denied by Defense Matrix or by Defense Matrix, literally. Okay? He can hit multiple targets at the same time. His escape is on a small cooldown, and his Primal Rage can get blocked by anything. I would probably see Winston being played in a Kiriko meta as well. Plus, he would be really strong against Kiriko too, because Kiriko's cooldown currently on her teleport is on a 7-second cooldown, while Winston's leap, or 8 seconds, I can't remember. And Winston's leap is on a 5 or 6 second cooldown. So it's actually really good to do something. Okay, so Winston, I would see Winston being played in a denial meta, although he doesn't deny like the same way as Diva or Kiriko would do. And he doesn't cleanse for himself and stuff. His shield could count towards denial, because keep in mind that if you place a Winston bubble, you cannot throw bullets through it. You cannot you can block Diva Bomb. You cannot throw the Protection Suzu through it. You can block Kiriko's healing. So Winston might be played here. Orisa. Would I see Orisa being played in a denial comp? Okay. She has the Javelin, which I'm gonna get. I don't care about the Javelin. The Javelin can be denied. And it's not that important either. I feel like it's just a cool ability, but that's it. She can spam. And she can deny with her... Whoa, she can do that. She can deny that. And her ultimate is a big slow that, unfortunately, everybody from here can escape from. Now, she also has a clear weakness with the fact that she doesn't have any mobility, while almost literally everybody here has mobility. Literally everybody here has mobility. Even Zarya has mobility with her right click to reposition. This being said, on some maps, we would probably still see Orisa being played, but it would require very special circumstances to play Orisa Kiriko. I think that she can deny abilities, but the fact that she lacks mobility, she's just going to get... You just ignore the Orisa and you kill the others. I wouldn't see Orisa being played in a Kiriko meta, especially because you can counter her ultimate with Kiriko's kit very easily. You can counter the Javelin, and she doesn't have mobility. I wouldn't see Kiriko being played here. I might be wrong about this. We might see some maps where she would be played, but you can deny her left click, because we can deny her bullets. You can deny her Javelin. Her spin can work in a denial meta as well, because you can block things. But if you want to block things, I feel like it's more consistent to block things with Diva and with Zarya than it is with the Javelin. Again, I might regret this. I might regret this, and I might bite my tongue in the next couple of months, and she might become meta. But she would require very special circumstances, or players to, or these couple of tanks to actually like be nerfed, so that she sneaks in a Kiriko comp. They don't directly counter her. She would work here, but there are just better options. Situational, add another row. That would be good actually. Let me add a. Let me make it like. No, this is boom. Add a row below. Let me make this one and write situational. Or actually depends. Depends. Maybe. Orisa maybe. Maybe depends on the tanks being nerfed or not. And how strong, or if she's gonna get buffed. Let's move on. Baptiste. Okay, Baptiste is difficult. Baptiste will be difficult in this. Why is he difficult? So first off, it is hard to get value out of your lift clicks, right? Out of your bullets. They can be denied, but you can actually like land them. He has no mobility. He has mobility, but the mobility is not that good against them. Yes, he can get to high ground, fine. But it's not compared to like a 3-sec dash or a Kiriko teleport. His lamp is nice, but you can play around it. You can play around it. His window is useless, apart from maybe going for a pick, which is how you should play Bop here. This being said, on some maps, he might be played. Maybe on long poke range maps, you want to go with a Kiriko meta, because he definitely has these things, chat. He can definitely deny abilities with his lamp. This is what I take into consideration. He can definitely deny abilities with his lamp, and there's no way in hell you can block his shift healing. His healing from his regenerative burst. And if everybody can stay grouped up and stuff, sure. Yeah, literally double immortality field. I have to put him in maybe. I don't think he's gonna be preferred. I'm gonna put him in maybe. Maybe. Depends. These two, maybe section depends on a lot of factors. Moira. Okay. Hot take. We might actually see a comp, a support duo comp in Overwatch that might, for Moira, that will not consist of Lucio Moira. It would be in the denial meta. I would definitely see Moira being played in a denial meta. Yes, you can eat the orbs. Okay. But her mobility is very hard. It's very hard to actually catch a Moira. And there's no way you can block her left click and her right click. And there's no way you can block her ultimate either. I would actually see Kiriko Moira being played. I know it's wild. I know this is the most exaggerated part of this whole thing. I think that we can actually see Kiriko Moira being played. Again, this all has in mind abilities that you can deny. And Moira doesn't have a lot of abilities that can be denied. And also take into consideration mobility. So give me 1 second. Let me make a fast Word document. So this is what we take into consideration. Let me make this like this. Let me put, I don't know, Rockwell. Take into consideration for denial meta. 1, denial abilities. 2, mobility. And kits that can't be blocked. These are the three things that we take into consideration when we think about this. Okay? So this means that Moira has a denial ability because she can cleanse, right? She has mobility, and her kit can be blocked. A part of it, at least. Cassidy. Hell no. No way. No way. No. Impossible. No. No. This is impossible. I don't think... Okay, let's use the same table. Denial abilities. No. He cannot use his shift to cleanse anything. Mobility. Is that even a mobility skill? That's actually an auto-reload, his goal. Kit that can be blocked. Everything from his kit can be blocked. No. Out. Out. Okay, let's see next. Bastion. Same kit. Denial abilities. No. Mobility. Kind of, but bad. Kits that can be blocked. Everything can be blocked. Apart from his ultimate. Even his ultimate can be blocked by just like TPing out and stuff, or like using Zarya bubbles. Ain't no way in hell Bastion will sneak into a denial meta. Roadhog. Roadhog. Okay. This is difficult. Why? Roadhog is incredibly tanky. You cannot block his... You can block his hook. You can deny his hook, kind of. Okay, kind of. You can deny his bullets. You cannot deny his healing. You can deny his ultimate. He would be annoying. He is strong. And there's one thing you have to take into consideration. If you play Roadhog right now, you will get countered by sleep darts, by nades, by a lot of stuff like this. You will be denied, right? But Kiriko cleanses everything. We have played a bit of Kiriko Roadhog, and that combo is really broken. You just follow the hog around, you walk the hog. As a Kiriko, you just walk the hog. He goes for a shit because he goes to sleep and stuff, then you just cleanse him up, get back up. You just clean over his mistakes, and he will be unkillable. And in case you want to get out, you can just TP out, right? You can just TP out, and Hog will still survive because he's incredibly tanky, right? Plus, as I have a video that's gonna appear right here, best combo with Kiriko. Kiriko ult plus Hog ultimate is incredibly hard to deny. We had a game in which there were 3 C9s forced because of Kiriko ult and Hog ult on payload. Yes, the defense matrix can block it, but can it block all of it? Hog can stop his ultimate now, bro. He can hook while you DM. You can't just hold the DM because he knows he's gonna ult. You hold the DM, he stops his ultimate, he hooks you. You know what I mean? Like, actually, Roadhog, I would probably see Roadhog in a Kiriko meta. I would actually see him probably in a Kiriko meta. It depends on a lot of factors, but I would probably see him being played more than Orisa would because Kiriko enables Roadhog being played. I would definitely see this being played. Definitely see this being played. Okay? So, like, if you want to get a lot of free SR and you do it with a tank, honestly, I think that Kiriko Roadhog would probably be the most broken duo that you can pull out in the first days when Kiriko will be out. Because you just, like, enable them so much. So much. I think you can get, what, 4 or 5 hooks in Kiriko Ultimate as well? Holy. Okay, Brig. Before Brig. Denial abilities. He doesn't have denial abilities, but he kind of does. Because he has his self-heal, and that also gives him less damage reduction. He can deny abilities. With his hook, Diva holds DM, you hook. That's it, you denied. He has pick potential, nice. His mobility is non-existent, but this weakness gets covered by the fact that he has a lot of health. And his kit, although it can be blocked because of his cooldowns and how his hook works, he actually might be played. Brig. I would definitely see Brig in a Kiriko meta. I wouldn't think that she is actually the support to go with, but in theory, she's good at denying. What is she good at denying? She's good at denying enemies from getting kills and securing kills. She has rally, she has her health packs. Her kit cannot be blocked by Diva, by Zarya, by Kiriko, by nobody over here. Maybe by Winston bubble if you trigger the passive. Your inspired passive inside the bubble, people outside of it can't. Nah, this is gonna be hard. Now, the big problem with this is, if you play with a Brig Kiriko, and the enemy team has Tracer, then Brig is a very easy target to stuck. But if you play, and Brig offers massive AoE heal, right? Compared to if you play with Kiriko Moira, Tracer has who to stuck. If you stuck a Moira, she fades. If you stuck a Kiriko, she TPs. This is the issue with Brig in this. Obviously, I would definitely see Kiriko Brig being played more often than I would see Bop on some maps. But still thinking about a full denial meta, she could be able to, she wouldn't be a tropic definitely in a Kiriko denial meta. Symmetra. Okay. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for Symmetra? Yes. I would see Symmetra being played in a denial meta. The teleport is annoying to play around. Her left click cannot be blocked. And a fully microwaved, activated Symmetra will just roll through teams. And her wall is good for denying. You can dodge a Graviton. You can TP from Blade. If you pocket a Symmetra, would be strong. The turrets might work. The turrets would be annoying against them. She wouldn't be permanently picked, definitely. But would she be a throw pick in a denial meta? I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so. I would see her being played. Because she follows the same principle as Zarya does. the fact that you cannot block her primary attack. Okay, so she has denial abilities with her teleport, kind of. She can deny a lot of things with her ultimate, definitely. Her mobility is kind of mobility, because she can TP in, TP out, that might help you out. But her left click cannot be blocked. Her left click cannot be blocked. I would see Symmetra actually being played here. Okay, Junkrat. Junkrat's a big question mark. Oh god, would I see Junkrat being played in a denial comp? Wait, let me envision this. I am playing against Kiriko, Moira, Diva, Sojourn. Oh my god, and play with Junkrat. Oh my god. Oh, what is that experience, dude? Imagine playing against that team comp. Imagine, like, yes, you can block his left clicks, but with how much? You cannot cleanse the trap if your teammates walk into the trap. He does a lot of damage. He can work short range, medium range, long range. He cannot deny abilities, but his Riptire is dodgeable, but will still be strong. I would actually see Junkrat being played on some maps with a Kiriko comp. And I would think it would be very annoying to play against. I would see Junkrat being played. Obviously, these are not the optimal picks, okay? I want this to be clear. These are not the optimal picks. These are like picks that I think would... These are heroes that I would see in a denial meta in some scenarios. These aren't the picks, the best picks ever. Like, obviously, I'm gonna tell you my preference afterwards as well, with what I think would work. Like, you could make a team comp with or without Kiriko, if they have, like, with Kiriko, or without, if they have Junkrat, Symmetra, and you'd be able to counter it. Like, go, Mercy, Zen, Pharah, Ball, and somebody else. And you would be able to counter it. You know? This is what I'm talking about. But these are just heroes that, in theory, could work with a Kiriko in your team to be annoying. Let's continue. Doomfist in a Kiriko meta. Do you counter Doomfist? I mean, Doomfist right now is kind of weak. You deny a lot of his stuff. You deny a lot of his stuff. You cannot deny the punch. You cannot deny the ultimate. You cannot DM. But you can help him not get stunned. He has mobility. He can block abilities. He has insane movement. I think he might work. I don't think a Kiriko comp actually denies Doomfist's kit, because you cannot block punch, you cannot block seismic slam, you cannot block his block, and you cannot block his ultimate. I mean, you can in theory play around it and stuff, but you can deny it, you can fade away and stuff, but it might still work. He has insane mobility, which works with a denial comp. Okay. And most importantly, if we placed Hog working in a Kiriko meta, because Kiriko enables Roadhog, Kiriko can enable Doomfist as well. If you play against an Ana and Doomfist gets slipped, you can cleanse it. Like, literally, Kiriko, Doomfist, just follow him around and stuff. I could see this work. I could see this. I could see Kiriko, Doomfist work. Maybe. Widowmaker. You can deny her shots. You cannot deny wall hack. Easy to point down. On long range maps, she might still be played because of the pick potential. I want to put her in Kiriko comp's counter Widowmaker because of the insane mobility and you being very easy to kill. You know what? I'm thinking about it. On Junkrat on first point, if you play with Kiriko, Diva, Sombra, Genji, like, you might actually play with Widowmaker, but just because for a single point, and if you're on point, and are you gonna kill the tanks? No. Are you gonna kill the Genji, Tracer, or Sombra if they're smart? No. Are you gonna kill a Hog? No. Are you gonna kill the supports and stuff if they're smart? No. She is situational. She's definitely situational. I don't think a Kiriko comp directly counters Widowmaker on long range maps, but she's like in a tier below it, maybe, if that makes sense. Okay, I would maybe see Kiriko Widow being played on some maps, like on Junkrat first point, but that's about it. She gets no benefit from a Kiriko comp, indeed. She just gets benefit because she can just snipe people. Based on my tier list, previous tier list posted here, right here, on ML7 Plays, I put Widowmaker a little bit higher in an A- tier because a good Widowmaker can take control over the game. And even though you can get to her, on some maps, you actually cannot get to her. Okay, like if she's good, and if the map puts her into an advantage, she can maybe work. She doesn't deny abilities. Doesn't deny anything, but the one shot from long range might actually be enough to not be a throw pick. And I can think of this on two maps, on Junkrat first point, attack and defense, and on Circuit Royale, attack and defense. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I would definitely see Widow being played on those two maps. Other than that, I don't know. But that's it. So she would be like a tier between maybe and Kiriko comps counter. She has no benefit from playing with a Kiriko. No benefit. Maybe a bit more space. Maybe. Reinhardt in a Kiriko meta. Yes. You can deny abilities with your shield. Pin can kind of be denied. It's a bit of mobility and stuff, fine. The hammer cannot be denied. The shatter can be blocked, but not quite. He would be more towards between Kiriko meta and maybe, but I'm gonna put him in Kiriko meta because he might actually be played in some rush team compositions with Lucio, Kiriko, Reinhardt, and I think that you can get value over that. Like for example, yes, you play Kiriko Moira on Lijiang Control Center with a Reinhardt, but speed boosting into the backline and forcing Kiriko's TP actually might be more valuable with a Reinhardt than, I don't know, just playing with a Zarya and wait for it. You just force... imagine this fight happening, okay? Imagine this fight. Imagine Lijiang Control Center, and one team has Zarya, one team has Reinhardt, one team playing with Kiriko Lucio, one team playing with Kiriko Moira or Kiriko... who else? Kiriko Brig. If you wait for the cooldowns to be forced from Zarya, you try to shoot the bubbles, tries to get charged. Both bubbles get used, you press W in them with Lucio, with speed boost. Ryan gonna swing the hammer, gonna hit 5 people, you cannot deny that. He probably landed some fire strikes, he's getting close to shatter as well. He's gonna do a ton of damage, which you cannot block, right? And everybody's staying grouped up together. Reinhardt gets slept or something like that, or he's low, throw the Suzu. Kiriko's about to die and stuff. TP out. Or play from range and heal and stuff. You're about to get your ultimate. You want to engage. Use your ult. Like, you know what I mean? So I might actually see this being played. Plus, from my experience, it is a bit hard to deny, to completely deny the pen. Especially if it's short range. Kiriko comps counter. Okay, Ashe. Ashe is next. You can counter her left click, you can catch her, doesn't have that much mobility, you can counter her TNT, and she doesn't have a one-shot, which Widow has. I think that Kiriko comps definitely counter Ashe comps. Comps in which you'd have Ashe. She doesn't benefit from her ultimate that much, she's easy to point down, she doesn't have a one-shot. I would definitely see, in a denial comp, Ashe struggling. Hard to get your TNT on any of these heroes because almost everybody can cleanse the effect or they can avoid the effect. And you don't have a one-shot on them. You need 2 taps, or you can one-shot Tracer, fine, but you need 2 taps. And yeah, that's it. Out of my experience, when I played against an Ashe, here's what I did. If everybody was grouped up together, 5 people would get TNT'd, I would just use the Swift Step. The Suzu, and I would cleanse the TNT damage, and she would get 0 ult, she would get just a bit of ult charge. So literally, she throws the TNT, I throw the Suzu, that's it. Boom, over. If I don't need to use it for something else. If I get TNT'd, I just use my shift to cleanse it. So definitely a Kiriko meta would deny an Ashe. Soldier. No. I'm sorry. He shoots bullets, he shoots helix rockets. His visor can be blocked, his mobility is good and stuff, but not compared to like dashes and recalls. He cannot deny abilities. And the one thing you cannot block is his heals. No. Yes, Kiriko visor is strong. But in a denial comp, ain't no way in hell you can do Kiriko visor consistently. Plus, it's 2 ultimates in what? In like probably 3 team fights where you can combo it? Fuck no. I want to see Soldier being played. Okay, now it's getting interesting. Echo. Would Echo be played in a Kiriko meta? Big question mark. There are better options, definitely. Better options, definitely. She can deny by... She has mobility, that is clear. So let's check this. Can she deny abilities with her ultimate? Doesn't matter that much. She has mobility, yes. Her kit can be blocked, it can. Her zap can be blocked. Apart from Zarya bubbles and Winston bubble and stuff, and Reinhardt shield, but still. I think she would be very situational and would depend on the player a lot. I do not want to exclude it because a Kiriko comp does not instantly deny an Echo being played. I'm gonna put her in maybe on some maps. We might see actually Echo being played with some Kiriko comps just because I imagine how annoying it would be to actually play against an Echo and a Kiriko. Like, look at her in the sky. Yeah, it would be annoying. I could actually see Echo being played here, definitely. Junker Queen in a Kiriko meta. Okay. I'm sorry to say this, but Kiriko completely counters Junker Queen. It feels like Kiriko was meant to counter Junker Queen. Her ultimate gets destroyed. Her bleed gets destroyed. The knife can be cleansed. She's close range, she's long range. Junker Queen's mobility is non-existent. She can't block anything. No. Junker Queen completely gets countered by Kiriko. Completely. It's like a counter as Ana counters Roadhog. Because he's easy to hit, sleep dart and 8 counter him. But Junker Queen literally pick Kiriko. It's over. It is over. It's over. Sigma. You can counter his rock, but his ultimate is actually the same level of counter ability, a little bit higher, I would say, as Graviton Surge. So the way it works, I explained this in the Kiriko goals, right here. Third plug for the stream. Thank you. Third plug of the video. So this is how it works. If you use your Kiriko Suzu, right? If you use your Suzu and the Graviton goes in, it can go through you if you time it right, but that's very hard to do. But if you use your Kiriko Suzu inside the Graviton, or the Graviton's gonna hit you anyway, you cannot escape it. Now with Sigma's ultimate, if you're in his radius and you use your Suzu, you will be lifted up. If you use your Suzu while you're lifted up, you will still be lifted up. So if you're in, what I'm saying is, if you're inside the Sigma ult, there's no way of denying you being lifted up and slammed. What you can deny though is the damage that it does. You can deny the initial 50 damage it does when it lifts you up if you used to use your Suzu at the beginning, which is a mistake. Or you can use your Suzu to deny the slam damage if you time it right. As a good counter to Sigma's ult, here's a quick tip. If you're playing against the Sigma, if you're playing Kiriko against the Sigma, never get lifted up by his ultimate, stay outside of it. And then, right before the slam's about to happen, TP to an ally and splash the Suzu on your ally so when they go down, they don't take damage. Slam is 50% damage of the target's max HP. I think it's 50% right now. So if, let's say, if they're 100 HP and they have 200 HP, they should die. You cannot shift out also out of Sigma. So if you get lifted up in Sigma's ultimate, you cannot get shifted out. This being said, you do not directly counter a denial comp does not Kiriko in a denial comp does not directly counter Sigma. He is still strong on some maps because you do not counter him directly with a denial comp, and he's very annoying. I would put him in maybe a little bit, probably the highest, the closest one to a Kiriko meta. I would put him in maybe. I think he's very hard to deny overall, even with Kiriko's kit. It depends, obviously, on what the enemy team has, but I would be able to see Sigma being played in a Kiriko comp. It would enable him, yes. Shield spam, not that much. So it's like this, chat. It wouldn't be that good to play Kiriko Sigma, but playing Kiriko to counter Sigma would not be optimal either. It might work, but still. Okay, Mercy. The second hottest take of this whole possible denial meta we're going to be walking in. Mercy, I would see her being played in a Kiriko meta. I'm gonna take a sip because a lot of you are probably gonna be like, huh? What? Number one thing. Let's pull the chart. She has a denial ability. She has multiple denial abilities. She has res, which is the best denial ability ever. She has escape with her mobility, and her kid cannot be blocked. She marks all of them. She literally marks all of them. Depending on what the enemy team plays with, though, and what your team plays with, she might not be played. But if the situation is optimal, I could definitely see Mercy Kiriko being played, with Mercy not being played together with somebody, but pocketing somebody. A meta that I've speculated would be Kiriko Diva, Sombra, Sojourn, Mercy. And I think it would work even against Kiriko Diva, Genji, Tracer, Lucio. Because a good Sojourn and a good Mercy will be able to escape the engages if they're playing really good. Also, I haven't mentioned the insane synergy that Kiriko and Mercy have together. If Mercy wants to go for resistance or play aggressively, then Kiriko can use the Suzu to cover for the rest. Wait a second, I just realized. Can Mercy get 2 resurrects? If Kiriko uses the ultimate on somebody that died? To have rest again in 15 seconds? Actually, in 10 seconds? Wait, what? We have to test this. How Mercy's kit works with Kiriko's ultimate. I haven't tested it. It should be a lot less. I'm thinking, what happens if you rest somebody and then you use your Kiriko ult to reset the rest cooldown? We'll test it out afterwards. I don't think it goes down to 15 to 10 seconds after the rest, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, Mercy also gives Kiriko an insane escape. Okay? Please take note that almost all of these heroes have a safe way to TPing to them to help you escape. Okay? So, Mercy in the sky, Kiriko just TP to her, and that's it. She's safe. Kiriko overall will be another side note in this. If you play with a Kiriko, try to have an anchor to which you can get to. So, yes, you go walk with Roadhog, or yes, you stay with Zarya, or you off angle, but have somebody that you can always get to. Okay? Have somebody that you can always get to. So in this case, Kiriko can probably almost always TP to the Mercy that's playing a little bit in the side or in the back, pocketing somebody. Let's continue. Mei, I would see Mei being played in Kiriko meta. Yes, Kiriko counters. Yes, Kiriko counters Mei's freeze. Showed it in the Kiriko roles. But, you cannot count. Mei denies a lot. Mei slows. Mei has the wall. And you cannot do anything to her left click. Her mobility, she's tanky. She doesn't have mobility. She has her shift and stuff. But I would actually see Mei being played in a Kiriko meta. For example, if it's strong, Kiriko, Lucio, Reinhardt, Mei. Whoa, that would be annoying. I would see this. I would see Mei being played. In a Kiriko meta. Hanzo. Difficult. Can he deny abilities? No. His mobility is low. Can his kit be blocked? Yes. Everything can be blocked from his kit. This being said, if you want to go in a poke meta and play from the side, you will be able to pin down. Okay, if this is the average game, I would say I would put him in maybe playing with a Kiriko. Also because of log buff. But if this would be at the highest level possible, because this is what we're talking about, metas and GM and Overwatch League and contenders in the next couple of months, I would probably never ever see Hanzo being played. You can like deny everything from his kit, but he would be maybe in ranked games because you can off angle with him. And if he's not punished, he's annoying. But Sojourn does the job better. Plus, he has the one-shot ability. Kiriko's kit doesn't directly help Hanzo. So I wouldn't see like him being he wouldn't be in the meta. He wouldn't be a tropic either, but just for the sake of this, I would put him somewhere over here. I would put him somewhere over here. And Kiriko comes that counter a Hanzo one. Very easy to put him down. Why I would put like Hanzo lower than Widow? Because I feel like Widow is more consistent at getting long range kills. Ball. Would we see Ball being played in Kiriko meta? Doesn't need that much healing. You cannot deny his abilities. His mines, if you use your cleanse on the mines stay up. Oh, hell yeah. I would see Kiriko being played with Ball. I would see Kiriko being played with Ball. Depends on, obviously, if they have a Sombra and what team they're playing with, but would it be annoying to play? Yeah, it would be. You cannot deny abilities. You have insane escape and your slam is strong and stuff. Would he be optimal? Probably not. But we might actually see Kiriko Ball being played. Just because if you have a Ball in your team, what it means, usually it means that you can just ignore the Ball and let the Ball do some stuff himself. Okay, and one more thing, why I also put Ball higher up is because, for example, I played against Idol, and we played Kiriko Mercy, and even though we were healing each other, literally Ball was so annoying in the back. He's on low cooldowns. It's very hard to actually melt him as duo supports if you have a Kiriko in your team, because Kiriko would probably land body shots. 40 damage plus add the armor that Hammond has, so that's 28 damage. You have to land, what, 20 of them to kill him in the body? Or more? It's a lot. It's a lot. So I think that we might actually see Ball being played here. Plus, in case he needs help, you can always like throw the E. Okay, Pharah. Maybe. Same principle as Echo. She doesn't have a... You do not counter a Pharah directly. She might be played on some maps. Depends on the player. She might be played with Mercy, as we were speculating for a meta. You do not directly counter a Pharah. She has mobility. She has the boop. Her kit can be blocked, but it's blocked in the same way as you can block a Junkrat spamming at you. You know, the same principle. Like, yeah, you can block some things, but seriously, are you actually? So she might actually be played. Plus, another one. I've had some games in which I actually played Kiriko with a Pharah in my team with no pocket. And I had a pretty easy job at pocketing the Pharah if she played it right. If she went aggressive, no way you can pocket a Pharah. But because of the auto-lock that Kiriko's Ofudas have, you can actually pocket a Pharah in the sky. So if, let's say, you're playing with Kiriko Brig, or Kiriko Moira, or Kiriko Lucio, you can actually take care of your Pharah in the sky. Pretty easy to actually heal her up. Similarly to how you would pocket an Echo with Zenyatta Orb or Brick Packs. Now, Torbjorn. This is another hot take. Third one, I think. I would see Torbjorn being played in Kiriko meta. Okay? Hear me out. All of these heroes, almost all of these heroes have a hard time at destroying the turret. Okay? All of these heroes have a hard time at destroying the turret. Usually, supports are the ones that break Torbjorn's turrets. Kiriko needs 7 shots to break a Torb turret. Torbjorn is also tanky as fuck. And one more thing. Kiriko's ult. You see Kiriko's ultimate, you go Torbjorn, you throw the Molten Core on the ultimate. His ultimate is actually really strong against Kiriko's ult. Plus, in case he dies, the ultimate is still on the ground. Yes, you can deny a lot of his abilities and stuff, but same principle as Junk and Pharah. Really, dude, how much can you deny? I would actually probably see Tor being played on some maps. So, yeah, this is about it with a Kiriko denial meta. So, what we have talked about is we have been speculating. Let me put this down. Let me put this over here. Let me put this like this. So, we've been speculating what heroes would we be able to see in the next couple of months in a Kiriko meta, which I would call a denial meta. I think that slowly but surely we're going to enter an era in which we're going to have a comp called the denial comp, or however, whatever name we're going to come up with, that will revolve around players, heroes actually stacking, denying abilities, mobility, and kits that can be blocked. A combination of those. Same way as Junkrat Queen's ultimate. Junkrat Queen was played with Lucio and Brig because their kits kind of like stacked together, and that's what made them strong. Kiriko has the cleanse, Diva can block, Zarya can block, Kiriko has TP, Sombra can TP, Sojourn has escape, Genji can deflect, Genji can escape, Lucio's kit is not blocked, he has mobility, and so on. The maybe ones over here are maybe on some maps they can work, they might have some denial abilities, or their kits might be a bit too strong for them to even be denied on some maps. And also Kiriko comps that definitely counter, denial comp would definitely counter these heroes. Ana would have a very hard time at doing this, Zenyatta would be very easy to kill, Cassidy would be Cassidy, Bastion, Ashe, Soldier, and Hanzo would be easy to pinpoint down, right, to focus them. And Junkrat Queen's kit is completely denied by a denial comp, specifically by Kiriko's kit. So this is what I suspect will be the heroes that will eventually, in the next couple of months, evolve into a five people team comp that you can actually go with Kiriko. We might not see all of them being played, but we will probably see 5 of them being played. Any combination of these 5. That's it.